Hey, yeah.
Lips like yours, could there be smiles like yours, honest and true?
Good morning, Dr. Jones. Higher possibilities are being sent to me right now. Blessings are flowing to me, and I allow myself to receive new abundance. When I prioritize my joy, success follows. When I prioritize my peace, abundance follows. My future is brighter and more magical than I could ever even imagine. And I imagine a lot. So I just love how the universe takes care of everything for me. I love how my magic is currently unfolding. It's actually always been this easy. And I love how my life is always continually positively upshifting. And I am so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, mom. Thank you, me. I'm so thankful. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get dressed. Let's get dressed. For the gym. Good morning, friend. Welcome back to my channel. Happy February. Happy February. I'm filming this today, February 2nd, Sunday, and it's the real new year. I feel like January was still very 2024-esque with the vibes of, it was kind of catching up, but it was also building new. It just didn't feel new, but this feels like, it really feels like a new day. Like, oh wow, a new year has started. So happy new year. Happy Black History Month. Oh, I'm so excited. Today, I decided to make my monthly plan with me's this year vlog style, mostly because my sit down videos do not perform well. Like, my vlogs are what I want to be known for, and it seems to be exactly that. So my videos where I'm just sitting the whole time they don't. And so we're not gonna do that. We're just going to reset for the full day. We're gonna vlog the day while also showing you my plan with me related things. Amen. Okay. Oh, also, if you're new here, hi. This is my first video you're ever seeing. Hi, I am Dr. Quin Jones, but you can call me Quin. I'm 28 years old. I am an applied mathematician that uses math to study medicine. But for fun, I create these lifestyle vlogs about how I'm staying authentic and balanced and confident while I am elevating and transforming throughout life. So I talk a lot about systems, productivity, healthy habits, womanhood, just all things lifestyle. So if that is your vibe, then check out the vibe and then stick around. So yes, let me just tell you what we're doing today, because it's a big ass to-do list. I realize every day I have a big ass to-do list, and I feel like that's something I should fix, but we'll have to talk about that as we go on. So today I have my regular to-do list plus reset things. So we're going to do a January review kind of right now, and then I need to go to the gym because since it's Sunday, it's an active rest day, but also it's the first day of my 75 Fine challenge. which is just my cuter version of 75 hard. And so yeah, I need to get like my 1 hour workout. I need to get my 10,000 steps, so it's like personalized. And then I'm gonna come home. I need to do my laundry. I've already cleaned, like I already did the sweeping and wiping down, but I need to do laundry, and I need to finish planning in my journal and in my Notion. So yeah, I am going to also host WPP today. So sorry that the enrollment is closed, so you will only just be getting a sneak behind the curtain. You cannot join until August 2025. But it's our community of like-minded, ambitious people. We keep each other accountable. We check in with each other week to week, day to day. And so every week we meet on Zoom. Every other week we meet on Zoom for a community session where we do yoga together. We talk about our time since we've last seen each other, and then we body double essentially while we reset for the week, so that you have some dedicated time to meal prep or clean up or do your retro to-do list or whatever it is you need to do to have a better week. This is the designated time to make sure you do that, and then we check out with each other, leave each other well wishes, and set goals for the week. And it's just really lovely and a great, safe, and honest accountability group, basically. I love it. I love it. And it's simultaneously a network because there's so many artists and professionals, and I'm just so happy that they're in there together. I can't wait for them to start talking to each other because I know them, you know, but they don't know each other yet. And I'm like, oh, you know, I love being a facilitator of connections. I do. I love it. So yeah, that's today from 4 to 6. So I have to update my PowerPoint because I lead the meeting with the PowerPoint every week. And I already sent out the new invitations, and I'm not making the directory until next week. So yeah, I just need to update my PowerPoint. And then after we have done the January review, we've done WPP, we've set everything up, we will do the official reset towards the end of the video/day with my Notion. So I want to do like a digital review. So on my computer, reviewing January and my budget, reviewing my Notion January goals, whatever I said, did I do those? And then I want to do my physical setup, because for me, I love the ability to search through Notion databases and the ability to add photos and graphics and widgets. Like, it's a beautiful digital bullet journal, but also the way that I could pull up a journal from 2018 and I can show you, you know, how well I stuck to my habits in, what month is this? August of 2018. Like be for real, how often do you go through your Notion archive? Like, it's not as easily a memory, a physical, tangible memory of your life the way that a bullet journal is. And now that I have my HP Sprocket and I can print out photos, I can also use it scrapbook, photo book, memory book wise. So it's like, it makes things much more real. When was the last time you held some cash? You know, that's everything that we're gonna do. So let's do the January review. I feel like it's only right to have a moment for the looks because I'm obsessed with everything of my current vibe. I spoke about in my reset for the year that I wanted to get back into the things that make me feel good in my presentation, like getting my nails done, doing my hair, wearing cute outfits, really developing my personal style. These are my nails for February. I'm in love. My inspiration is actually myself from 2 years ago. I am my muse. So let's get into the January review. I want to do a habit analysis of my month. So I'll go back through this more thoroughly, but I do want to pull it up just for me to reference for myself. I track my habits for the month in 2 different spreads. I have a Q1 spread here where I track everything, and then I also have a full monthly habit tracker spread that tracks multiple things. And so I have those, and then I also have my weekly report cards that I post every week on my community tab that I would need to start posting on my Substack. But yes, so I want to look at those grades to see how my behavior has progressed throughout January. So the first week I have a 53%, which is an F. I started out the year in such great straits with an F for sticking to my habits, basically not at all. And that was because of sticking to editing and everything you can read here. on the card. And then the next week I got a 79. So we brought that up 20 points, you know, really motivated by that first week of the year energy. You know, it's really trying to get it going. And then I remember skipping like one day of walking or something the following week. And so I still got a C, but it was a 76, like -3 points. Like, it's crazy how much one day for one habit can like change your whole grade. Every little piece of effort really counts, is what I'm learning from paying attention to this more closely after doing my habit analysis video. And then the next week I got a D, which was basically last week. I got a D, and that was because of, it was last week, MLK week, and the winter storm and inauguration. Was that last week? I think that was last week. Either way, there was a week where I just did not have a lot because I was trying to do a lot of editing. I've been having some real work-life balance issues in January, as you will see in the next 4 videos this month. So yeah, but in this last week has been rehearsal week for 75 Fine, which officially starts today. And so I was trying really hard to stick to everything as well as I could. And so I got a B. I got an 81%. So again, up 20 points. It's amazing how I just love to jump. Like when I get too far down, I'm like, no. So you can see a real trend of behavior here, kind of starting the year pretty, you know nowhere to go but up. You know, nowhere to go but up. And we are finally making our way, trying to make our way up. Let's see if I can sustain this energy and use the challenge of 75 Fine to keep me consistent. So looking at that week to week is lovely, but now I want to get a full picture of the month. So I went through my habit tracker spread here, and I actually tallied up how many I got out of the number of days that I should have done that habit at the bottom here. And so I know my percentages for how well I met each of my habits, things I wanted to do every day or 5 days a week or whatever. So my monthly grades for January, I got my 10,000 steps 23 days out of 31 days, meaning that's 74% of me completing that habit. So that is a C for meeting 10,000 steps. I would like to see that be a B in the next month. For strength training this month, I met that goal 21 days out of 23. I don't work out every single day, and I don't do that on the weekends. Even still during 75 Fine, I won't be doing that. I'll be doing Pilates or yoga video or something on the weekend to count as my exercise. And then, so 21 out of 23 is a 93%. In A for strength training, we are back on our gym girl shit, and I feel like I can feel it in my energy, in my presence. So I love that. I want to maintain that all year. That would be fantastic for meeting my goals. So next goal was meeting 100 grams of protein a day minimum. Still honestly apparently really realistic. Like, that's not even a crazy goal. My fitness pal says I should be reaching for 160 or optimal macros, and that just sounds fucking crazy. I know it's possible. I've watched the videos and what I eat in a days, but I've not made it there personally. So my minimum is to meet 100, and then if I can do that for a sustained period of time, then maybe, of course, eventually as I increase my calories, get out of a deficit, then I can get more protein in. So we'll just see about that. And so yeah, I met this goal 19 days out of 31 days, giving me a 61% for meeting my protein goal. So that's in F. Is that a D? That's a D. It's above a 60. I got a D in meeting my protein goal. That's not great. I'd like to see it be at least a B for February, please. So yeah, well, I want to bring that up. And then my next goal is to get 7 hours of sleep. And y'all, this is why you should never listen to a man. In 2023, 2024, my lover was like trying to make fun of me for getting 8 hours of sleep. He was a new dad who was well rested, and so I don't even know why I listened to him. And I was like, yeah, I love getting my 8 hours. And he was like, you know, you really only need 6. And I was like, no, I think 8 is good. And he like tried to send me something because, you know, I love evidence. And I was like, I guess like 6 minimum. And so then we started hanging out later and later, and 6 became my norm. and I just kind of thought it was fine. But the more I now like I'm gonna, you know, look back into it for myself instead of just listening to the man that was inside of me. You're supposed to get 8. So I would like to work my way back up to that, and my average for last year was 6, so I'm aiming for 7 hours of sleep a night. And I met that goal 12 out of 31 days, giving me a 39% in F. This is why you don't listen to men. But for real, no, I need to work on this like 100%. The next habit, and yeah, I'm tracking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 habits. I don't know if that's a lot to someone else. Keep in mind, do not compare where you are to where I am. I have been tracking habits for 2018, 2016. How many years is that? 8 years. I've been doing this for 8 years. So this might sound like a lot to someone who doesn't do any of this, but this is a very normal amount of habits for me. It's actually quite light. So yes, anyway, my next goal is getting 100 ounces of water. So for me, I show in my fitness video how much exactly that is and why that is my number goal. And so I met that goal 16 out of 31 days, giving me a 52%, which is half the time. So I meet my water goal half the time. But what I've learned is that when I meet my water goal, the face, snatched. When I get enough sleep, snatched. Me personally, people comment on my face more than anything in my whole life, even though they look at other parts of me, of course. My face is always the first thing commented, and so I have a lot of particular feelings about it. And yeah, it makes me happy on the days when it's like, oh wow, I feel like I'm glowing and I'm particularly non-bloated today. I love this, and I see that it's the last 3 days I met my water goal. So it's become recently more important to me. Like, I know it's healthy for your insides, of course, but the aesthetic reasons have really sold me. I am who I am, guys. Anyway, yes, I would like to see this come up to like a B, honestly. I have been getting better about doing my nightly routine of filling them back up, so I have the no excuse of I don't have it, like the night routine is coming together. So, and then my last 2 goals are lymphatic drainage and reading. So lymphatic drainage is what I just did this morning. I've become so in love with my morning routine that I do it every morning. I know how long it takes me. It takes me 90 minutes. And if I just actually wake up on time enough, I can indulge in it without feeling like I am taking too long. Like, it's perfect. It does everything I need to for my body to spend time with myself. It's great. And so at the end of it is the lymphatic drainage. Well, I guess that's not the end, because then I read, and anyway, sometimes it's the end depending on when I wake up, but I do it every morning. Like, it is one of my non-negotiables. So I've met this goal 27 out of 31 days this month. The days I didn't, I had a hickey and I could not gouache over it because you're not supposed to do that. So that's an 87% of the time. That's a B. I feel like I'm going to get an A this month just because I have no reason to do that. Anyway, so my last goal is reading, and I met this goal. I read 14 out of the 31 days in January, coming to a 45% of the time. And I go into the reasoning about this in my reading blog, which you will see at the end of this month. In the way that I'm doing monthly resets vlogs, I'm also doing monthly reading vlogs where I just document my journey. I love watching Hannah Witten's channel, and she does a lot of challenge related reading videos for like long periods of time, and I don't know that I'd ever do that, but I like the idea of like everything I've read this month in a video. And so I did that for January. I'm going to do it for February, and so I kind of talk about in that video why I think that is, like why it was 14 out of 31 days. So I'm not going to get into it here. Oh, if you're new here, basically these are the only videos I post in real time. All the videos you will see after this have been recorded in January. Today is February 2nd. So when you see these videos, everything after is the previous month. So when you see March reset, all the videos after will be February. So like you get the summary and then you get the evidence. You know, that's kind of how my channel is set up. So those are the vibes. Yeah. That's my monthly grades. So if I want to look at my totals, do I have my other phone? Let's do a total. Plus 39 plus 52 plus 87 plus 45 equals, divided by, I got a 64% for this month. That's a total D. Let's look at what I got in December. What did I have in December, guys? I'm scared to remember and see if I did better or worse. Before I look, can you tell me? Did I do above a 64% in December? Did I do better or worse? I got a 64.2. I got the exact same grade. I have done exactly as well as I did in December. Or a little worse actually, because this is 64.1 and that was 64.2. So just as little worse than last month. So I would like to see my February grade be a B or an A because I'm doing the 75 fine challenge, and the only way it works is if you do everything every day. So that should qualify me automatically to get all of these. Guaranteed, because they're the rules. So that's why I'm tracking them. So we're going for an A. We're going for a B or an A, you know, primarily an A for all of February, March, and April. We're challenging ourselves. My word of the year is challenge. That's what I said. Oh, so that is my January review of my habits. I also want to review my favorites because I have quite a few this month actually. Okay, so let's also get into my monthly favorites because I actually have quite a few this month, and when I do, I'll show them. If I don't have any, I don't have any. Like sometimes in it, if it's the same thing as the previous month, should I still share? I don't know. Anyway, so of my favorites, so when it comes to things I like wearing recently, I've been getting my nails done again. I'm going to insert a picture of my January and my February nails. I love them both. I am quite obsessed with them. So love, love, love. But then there are real pieces. Okay, so first of all, I've been obsessed with this skirt. I have worn it maybe twice a week, every week or something. I really love it. I have mixed feelings about it because of how baggy it is. Depending on how bloated I am or am not, depends on how it fits me. And I've really become a fan of the little top, big bottom. As someone who doesn't have a lot of hips, it's a fun way to play with my silhouette, and so I really like that. So I want to get more into big bottom clothing. Or like, so you know, like wide leg pants and long skirts, and as my waist continues to shrink, that will change what kind of things, but I really just like long skirts now, and I love dresses. We always knew that. And I'm more willing to get into like cargo pants and trousers and just things. I'm willing to play with my bottoms more than I feel like I normally do. So I want to get more into these because I've been loving this skirt, and I've seen so many variations of long skirts. Like I have another one with a slit. I've seen some light wash. Like there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have probably 10 of these in different washes and styles because that's how much I am enjoying it. I've also really been enjoying these boots. I love these boots. I got that skirt from Target. I got these boots from Bittersweet. I believe they do have an online store where you can buy things from. So I will be checking them out. They're expensive to me, and I found this store when I lived in Richmond. So I've had these for about a year now, and oh, I just love pointy boots now suddenly, or pointy everything, like pointy shoes. It didn't touch my face. I love pointy shoes, and I love boots. I'm growing a boot collection. I'll show you my closet boot collection. It's gonna get bigger than that, and it's gonna be a lot of pointy heels and boots. So yeah, I absolutely love these boots. And also my last favorite is kind of also a haul maybe. So my last favorite is my new bag. I have a new briefcase, attaché briefcase that I bought from Eco Susie. My go-to daily purse that I have been wearing broke very recently in like the next vlog that you'll see, and I needed to order something to still carry things around, but I wanted something with a lid or to like protect my devices in the weather because it's been raining here a lot and hurricanes, and yeah, my computer almost drowned while walking to my car. And so my mother suggested a briefcase and an attaché. So I got this and I'm in love with it. There's my little, I'm not gonna go too inside it today. Maybe in a different video. You'll also see me do it in other videos. So I just don't want to be repetitive with what I'm sharing because I know I have recorded so many things and we know I've already talked a lot. So because I love this bag so much, like the texture and the style, it's very vintage-esque, and we all know that's the vibe I'm going for. I set up my bullet journal like, and so I bought 2 more bags from this same site because I just love the style of their products. So I got these 2 also from here. This is the Jane Messenger bag. It is maroon. I absolutely love her. I love the color. If you see anything in my home, my carpet, my chairs, I have a lot of maroon in here. It's one of my favorite colors. Literally, okay? And then also, we all know if you have something in brown, you have to also get it in black. You have to. It's like a rule of style or fashion or something. I don't know. So I also needed a black briefcase because are you a dark academic or not, ma'am, Dr. Jones? So yes, I got this one, and to make it feel different from the others, this one also has the same option of it came with 2 so that you can wear it across your back. So I decided to keep this one as a shoulder, like one strap, and wear this one more like a stoop around the loitering please. So I want to be able to wear this one like this, and I love it. I love all 3 of them. So these are my new favorites. I'm thinking that I'm going to use the brown one through summer, and then I'll use the black one in the fall, and I'll have the maroon purse. It's like a go-to purse every day throughout the year, and I might buy more from this site because I am impressed. I am. So those are my favorites for like physical things that I have. I also have some media and entertainment favorites that I want to share. So songs that I'm loving, 2 that I cannot stop playing. I discovered Wet Dreams by Flo Milli in December, like Christmas time.
Having wet dreams, you wanna fuck with a star. Fine shit, bad bitch, no I can't give you my heart.
God loves me. She can do everything. The like sensual melodic flow that she's been doing, I can see why the masses have been eating it up. Everything eats, but I can see why the masses are eating that particular vibe up because it's so good. It's so good. I've also been loving my girl Buku. I love where she is now in her career, in her artistry, and her self-expression. Her music is so New Orleans pop R&B, and it's so fun. Everything she releases you want to dance to. Everything she releases she has a cute visual for it. She's super adorable. Love her everything. Like, I think she's great, and she has a song called Buki that like just amps up as it plays on, and at the end it's just like
it's with everybody like this. Not everybody like this.
I just lose my mind every time. I can replay that song 5 times and it will still have me amped up at the end, even if I do it on like 10 times in a row. That's how much I've been enjoying it. And also similarly, I've been enjoying Doechie's MPH song that has a similar vibe of
when I don't really think I would call it a dance. We'll call it a dance.
Like party, you know, like all of that. Oh, dance vibes have been getting me through. So those are my music favorites for January. I also have some like entertainment and YouTube video favorites. So some other media entertainment faves would have to be my read of January, my primary read, my nonfiction. It is The End of Mr. Y by Scarlett Thomas. It is so good. I am about halfway through. I would characterize it as a, oh my gosh, mystery, academic, nonfiction story, thriller, maybe? The main character is an academic, a woman who is writing a thesis, is in like her 3rd year or something, and she finds a infamous book, The End of Mr. Y. Everyone who's ever read it has died or disappeared, and she runs into it. Will she read it? Will she die if she reads it? What happens? So good. You're in her point of view as she is discovering the book, making decisions on what to do, her day-to-day life, her dilemmas, the other things she consumes. So it's like I'm in her mind, and then also she's reading things. So we get to see excerpts of other books, so different writing styles, but of course by this author. So it's like books within the book or a podcast within the book, you know, just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. So that's one of my favorites so far. I'm not even finished with it, and I'm already like positive want to give it 4 stars. I would give it 5 if the ending is amazing, because I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm at the point where I have no idea. We've made it past this premise, and now I'm like, oh, so what's going on? What's going to happen? Yeah. And then also reading this has made me want to get back into watching some kind of academic like show. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. I've been needing some relatable content, and there aren't a lot of late 20s content. There's early college content, there's marriage, children content, not a lot of anything of what my life is like. You know, the closest thing would be the Bold type, or maybe Love Life, and I don't know. I feel like I talk about this in one of my vlogs more thoroughly, but yeah, I'm in a space of relatable media, and I'm not a student anymore, but I'm also not the kind of person who wants to watch romance things. I am not really into that, and so I am really just clinging to kind of my career identity in that respect. So I watch just comedies because that's my thing. I watch reaction videos of things on YouTube, but then for like entertainment, I love doctor academic based shows. If it's in a school setting or hospital setting or medical setting or something, I will eat it up. Sorry, I will eat it up. And so since this is like a book in an academic setting, I know it's like I want to watch a show in an academic setting that's also a thriller. Do you guys know what I'm watching? I'll give you a second. I'm watching How to Get Away with Murder. I've actually never seen the full show. I know the major plot points of who does and doesn't die, but I don't know how or why or when, and I don't remember ever watching the full first season. So I am on season 1 episode 5. I've just finished that. I have a lot of things I'm doing, so I feel like this will last me some time watching this show. I can't binge it. I literally can't, or I will destroy what little sleep schedule I have. So yeah, but that's a favorite. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Like, I'm not totally unfamiliar, but it's not familiar enough for me to like expect anything. So everything is just like, oh, that's good, you know? So also a favorite.
Welcome. I'm glad to have you here and to be able to flow with you on your mat today. Go ahead and give this video a like by Biala. We just did a non-performative self-love as a way for you to explore intimacy, to become intimate with yourself. Our belly button in towards our low back, lifting through the low belly, diaphragmatic breathing, so breathing throughout the low belly and the diaphragm, and not trapping the breath in the chest or in the ribs.
Well, okay, that's fine. I didn't drool, but my eyes drooled. It didn't feel like crying, but it felt the way that drooling feels from my eyes. I don't know if that makes sense, but that was great. Hi. Should I point people out? Are we going that way? Because I have no problem with it.
I can go because I need to actually run downstairs and grab a delivery order. So I'll go first so I can come back. Hi everyone, my name is
We're going to have to rewrite the order, but it's fine. That's what the magic. Baby, I'm just trying to let my feelings down. Ah. I actually cannot tell.
Keeping us safe. I just feel very full and very honored. It's been many, many years. Just want to thank the Grammys, every songwriter, every collaborator, all of the hard work. I want to dedicate this to Miss Martell, and I hope we just...
Okay, but it's actually so funny that I didn't remember the Grammys were today until they're about to happen, and so I'm behind schedule. It was so good. My attention was grabbed, and if there was a commercial, I was still planning. Like, I've done my February spread, so we're gonna go through those. But wow, it's literally midnight. It's 11:53, and we're resuming the plan with me because I actually don't have any time to do it tomorrow to like share this with you. So I need to do it tonight. So let me just get my water together, and we'll get it cracking. I just want to start out by saying, like, oh my goodness, what a wonderful night of celebration and music. It felt like such a Black awards show for me. Like, I was like, from the hosts and the people winning and the performances, like, oh, we are the culture, we are everything. Happy Black History Month. What a way to bring in the year. Bro, I told you February is the real new year. Okay, so Beyonce won album of the year for the finally first time a Black woman has won it since 1999. That's 26 years. I'm 20. Like, I appreciate this energy, and I am accepting this energy. So yeah, we still have to do the actual reset part of this video. So let's finish with that. I think that's perfect. I'm hoping that it being literally midnight will motivate me to do this quickly. Actually, this just told me it's 10%. So I'm going to plug this up so that it charges while I do this, so that I can wear it to bed, because I track my sleep every night. That's important to me. I was going to do a budget check-in, but I actually have not had the time today to do that inputting into, as we all saw. So we just won't share the budget in this one, but here's hoping that we have budget things to share next video. So we're just gonna hop straight into the Notion check-in for 2025, my yearly goals, my monthly goals, just see how I've actually done. And then we'll also go through setting up things for the new month in Notion, and then also writing it down in my bullet journal. So I'm going to start screen recording, so let's do that. So we are on my Notion dashboard, and if you missed or did not watch my 2025 plan with me, I have merged Jenna Hong's template from 2024, and I bought the Flourish Planner Notion template. And then I also scoured the Notion template database for ones that fit my needs. And I have thoroughly customized things and added things throughout January, as you'll see, as my goals have changed, as I have new things I want to try, etc., etc. So let's check in on 2025 goals. So we're going to go to that page. Before I do that, I want to just show my homepage. I have at the top here my banner for my YouTube channel. And then also I created washi tape like photos in Canva. I watched Alexis Eldridge's, I think it was her Notion setup video, where she talked about how she made these, like the sizing and everything. And so I made a bunch of my own because I, you know, as a bullet journal, I was like, that's brilliant, that's brilliant. So you'll see a lot of washi tape in my different pages. So anyway, okay, let's go to 2025 goals. Going down to the list for the year, I am working towards the We're Productive People Club, gaining members. Enrollment has finally closed for that. It closed on January 31st, and there are currently 23, or plus me, 24 members in the We're Productive People Club, and there's maybe like 29 people in the Discord. So with us being at like 24, 25, I feel really close, like halfway to this goal. And enrollment is closed to keep this safe, to keep the space safe, but enrollment will resume in August when we do the fall sessions. So I think then we'll get the other 25 and we'll be at the 50. That's what I'm thinking it'll happen. So positive news there. Onto my membership, I'm not trying to do until October, so that's not a current issue. I am just gonna like say what these are to remember, but these are the things I'm working on this year, and then we'll go through the month more specifically. So I'm trying to post weekly on YouTube this year. I am trying to lose weight this year, do a weekly workout class, 30-day walking vest challenge. That's going to be probably in August, September. I want to pay off my credit card, all of my debt. I am working on several things for my academic career. I'm writing a paper on modeling as a skill, and I'm also writing a paper on an aspergillosis model, an ODE model. And I'm also trying to write a review paper about endothelium dysfunction and its impact on disease. And then also just like personally, or I guess not personally, but more career development. So those are postdoc specific things I'm working on this year. And then just as a doctor, as someone who is trying to build up a career in public health, I am trying to submit a diversity supplement. It's something that can be attached to an already existing grant that can give new postdocs and diverse students or PIs support to like add on to their work. I don't know if that will still be an option. I will find out when I meet with my advisor tomorrow, but because of the DEI, anti-DEI things lately. I've also started Operation Well Networked, where I am being intentional about, this is a new goal I added recently, so I'm going to open this one actually. So Operation Well Networked is me trying to build up my academic reputation. If you think this is crazy, maybe you don't get it, but I explained it to my brother and he got it. But essentially, I have compartmentalized my two career fields. So when I did my 5-year plan, I talked about my academic career and my scientific career. And I have given identities to both of those. So academically, when I get an email, it is addressed to Dr. Jones. But my YouTube channel is live with Dr. Quin. And so in my head, the scientist, doctor, professional Dr. Jones is one person. And then the public image, public persona, brand, personal identity is Dr. Quin. So when it has nothing to do with like science, it's Dr. Quin. And when it does, it's Dr. Jones. And that's kind of how compartmentalized. And so Operation Well Networked came about because I was like, I have done a lot of thorough branding for Dr. Quin, but what branding and connections have I done with Dr. Jones now that I'm Dr. Jones? I have connections, that's how I got this job, so it's not like I'm not connected, but like now that I am this, what am I doing to foster a reputation as this new person? So the tasks I put under here are applying to workshops to meet other professionals in my field, by mathematical biology workshops, computational biology workshops, mathematics workshops, infectious disease workshops, just anything related to my field. I want to create new business cards. I have my old business cards, they're very outdated. I want to make them myself, order them, have them, so that when I go to these workshops, I have something to hand out. I wanted to have a QR code on the back to my website that I want to keep updated. I want to make a template for a personal statement. I'm currently submitting to go to these workshops, trying to get funding to attend them because it's not free. And so you have to submit personal statements. So while I'm doing that, I'm like, I have to do that. So I might as well make it also in a template-like way. I just like things to be something I can easily plug and play. And then also I want to join specific organizations so that I'm connected, like just putting myself in spaces. And also I'm finally getting on the LinkedIn wave. I specifically, as Dr. Jones, would like more speaking opportunities to talk to women, Black people, Black women, students, mathematicians, anyone. I want to be in those kind of spaces talking about public health, about education, about women's rights. And so I want to start voicing that more, and so I'm going to use what I'm doing here on YouTube and on my newsletter to share that with LinkedIn to connect Dr. Quin and Dr. Jones in one place, so that you know that I am one. I don't know. And so I feel like that'll make it real authentic. I really would like to merge my identities. I feel like people that might know me from YouTube don't know I'm a mathematician, and people that know I'm a mathematician don't know about my YouTube. And while at first I wanted it that way, now that I am a doctor, I see all the skills. Like I don't really feel cringe about doing this anymore. I see it for the benefit that it is and the privilege that I am able to edit these videos, script these videos, schedule them, plan them, market them, connect with people, work with brands. Like it's a whole skill set outside of just the impact of it and the networking that it does for me. So Operation Well Networked has commenced. And then also just for my career, I am hoping to, I was talking to a friend about, what did I just do? I was talking to a friend about my dissertation and how I think the work I'm doing now could connect to it, and I would really love to one day turn one of my dissertation projects into like a finished body of work, to like finish the analysis that I had in the future work of my dissertation, like complete that, turn it into a new script, publish it as a paper, because I really loved what I did. And they were like, well, this is the perfect time to do that. You're in a postdoc. That's a great thing to get funded and to do. And I was like, oh, see, I had it as like a one-day goal, but now that you say that, maybe that is something I should incorporate into the now, while it is also fresh in my mind. So that has also been added to a 2025 goal. So yeah, the career goals, we've gotten real specific. We've gotten real specific with the goals for the career. And then I'm also, just because I am having a scientific career, I have to apply for grants, which is also impacted by Trump's new office administration. And then we have the monthly beauty maintenance, which I am succeeding at, but we'll check in on that. Reading 2 books a month, etc., etc. So those are my things I want to do this year. And then we have the things I want to do broken down into quarters and into months. So going through the breakdown here, now that we're on the yearly goals breakdown page, I will just go through here the middle first. Personal fashion and beauty routine for January. Did I do my manicure maintenance? Yes. My nails are different for February, but I did get my nails done in January. Loved it. Pedicure, we're not going to do until the summertime. Daily outfit of the day, daily column. I missed a couple days and I haven't done the last 3 because I'm trying to get this together. But yes, I have resumed it, and it is like consistent in my routine, you know. I just need to get my nighttime routine together and we'll be back rolling. And then my beauty routine, I put clean girl. I think I want to take that out because the connotations it has irked me bad. So I'm just going to put daily. I don't know what word to use. Monthly health and fitness, strength training 5 times a week. We already went over that goal, 93% I think, or 91%. Awesome. 30-minute incline. I did not do that this month. I was very much so dreading it, and for a couple days I wasn't getting my steps. And so I was like, let me just switch back to what I like, which is the 1-hour walk. And so I've been doing that, and I haven't stacked it with reading, and that's how I've been getting my steps. And I've been avoiding the incline walk suddenly. I was loving the incline walk in December. This month it's been like, oh no, please. Or in January it's like that. And so now I'm like, how can I do a nice combo, one or the other? Like, I want to do the incline right after my workouts, but I also want to do the 1-hour walk. Can we do both? If I have to choose, it's going to be the chiller one, but I do need the cardio intensity of zone 2. So it's like, if I do the 30 minutes, what can I not do my hour? That's where I read. So like now I want to do both. Like, I read when I walk now, and so I don't want to get rid of my hour walk out of my routine at all. But I need to do some incline walking, so it's like I gotta figure out how I'm going to add that. Anyway, I didn't do that in January. 3-mile walks Saturday and Sunday. I have done that. My long walks on the weekend. Pilates, I've just started really doing on this past 2 weeks on Sundays. And then a new recipe. I tried salmon pasta, which you will see in my fitness routine video. So we're doing excellent on those 2. The other 2 areas we have are new YouTube video every Monday. Yes, every Monday of January video. Post a daily column. Yes. Share the Keys weekly review. I haven't done this one yet because I'm still doing this, but yes. My days as a doctor, yes. And I actually, let me check it right now. When I last checked it, it was at 99 subscribers on my days as a doctor Substack. And then we have the daily column. I have 18. So in total, I have 117 subscribers on Substack. So yes, we're doing both of those newsletters. The WPP Club is back. We've had our 2nd session today. And then also I said I wanted to start posting IG reels. I have a very specific way I want to post reels. I post carousels very casually every day, but reels I know can do a specific thing. So I want to be intentional about those, but I don't think now is the time. But at some point, yes. And then for my career routine, I am trying to implement skill building Fridays. Hasn't happened yet. My weekly PI meetings on Mondays. One Monday was Martin Luther King week. One Monday there was something else. So I haven't met with him in 2 weeks actually, but we'll meet tomorrow. So that's my weekly meetings in January. Research seminar, yes. And read 1 search article a day. I don't think I've been doing that. I've not been tracking that, and I'm pretty sure I haven't been doing that. So that's how we're doing on my life areas. I said that January's sub goals were focusing on the Reproductive People Club and the Society for Mathematical Biology, and both of those things check. All right, I'm loving this. Quarter one, I've already checked these off because I checked this myself, but becoming a Society of Mathematical Biology member, yes. Resume Reproductive People Club, yes. Launch my personal blog, Grown Up Growing, yes. Finish the first draft of my paper, yes. You know, I had a 64 for my habits, but we knocked the January goals out the park, mostly, for like my career. So that's great. And then we see also in quarter one, we have the February goals here, and those 3 are basically the 75 Fun Challenge, which I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm not counting today as a day because we're not going to talk about it. It starts tomorrow. Actually, I think I have it started Tuesday, February 4th. So whatever. 70. So let's actually put that there. Let's put February 4th because specificity. I want to start having a real outline for this other paper, like so paper number 2, because I'm hoping to do like a talk or a post or something with a colleague about it, and part of that is the citation summary sheet. So those are like February focuses. And yeah, that's the check-in for the yearly goals breakdown period. If we want to be specific about January, I have a monthly goals page. So here it's very specific about January, so I have not updated this. But I said I wanted to do my diversity supplement documents. Everything is up in the air with that, so I'm just going to leave that untouched. Personal admin tasks. Become an SMB member, yes. Buy my ticket for spring. I canceled that trip. And I want it to be in a different time of year. It's going to be in like August instead of spring. This spring I just have other things I want to focus on financially, and I still want to buy my passport. So that's done. Modeling paper first and second, not second, but first draft, yes. Summary sheet, no. Model variant equations. I didn't do variant equations, but I did work on it, and we have the current model looking better, so I may not need to do that just yet, but I'm not going to click it. And then lifestyle, my reading curriculum I did not complete, which I talk about in my reading blog. And trying one new recipe, yes, I did do. A monthly habits focus, 10 steps a day. We already went through these, so definitely good on 10K steps, good on workouts. No. Skincare, yes. Drainage, yes. Spearmint tea, twice a day. I didn't do it every day. So this is how we've done on January goals. We've gotten some done, some not. The books I started reading this month are here on the screen, and they're here in front of me. I have The End of Mr. Y and Clear Thinking. When we get to my bookshelf, should I go there now? I'm gonna wait a second. I'm still reading these books, and so these will remain for my February goals. And then we have the January vision board I need to update for February. And then I'm going to do this reflection now. So these are still going to be my books for February, so these aren't going to change, but I do know what is up next. And I've already gone through the the January review earlier, so we won't do that here. But talking about the books that are up next, a new page on my Notion is my bookshelf. I found this through a Notion template, and then I have customized it to my ideal liking. And so I'm currently reading Clear Thinking and The End of Mr. Y. At the end of 2024, I went ahead and put in every book I want to read on my TBR in here. Up next, I want to read The 7-Year Slip and All About Love. Those are my February reads, so if I can get through these before the end of February, the 2 from January, then we'll get to those. But if not, I'll just get to them whenever. And then other things I have on my list that I would like to read this year in 2025. I've already put in here, and it was a labor of love to fill this in all at once because I like things just being set up. I'm totally a fan of front load work, doing a lot of things up front to save time later. Totally worth it every single time. And so yeah, that's my bookshelf. That's a new page. And then also, but this isn't a new page, I have my content calendar. I have added something new to it. So the things I want to share, also part of my digital review, is what I recorded in January. So this is what you're going to see this month. So you've actually already seen my 6 career lessons. That was Monday. And then you have this video. And then I recorded my 2025 fitness routine. So that was a couple days of my life. And then we also have 3 days of my life with me trying to build an ideal night routine, and then talking through what I think is working for me, and then my final decision. I recorded a time blocking vlog. So for 2 days, I set up a time block for those days, and then I vlogged, if I stuck to it, how I felt about it, what I learned. And then throughout the month, as I was reading, whether that was in the gym or in the house, I documented that, and then I gave a review about what I've learned about my reading routine. And so you'll see the reading vlog last, but you'll see all of these videos this month. So that's what you have to look forward to. And then also I've added in here, because I've been watching other people's videos, I've added a monthly YouTube growth tracker. So it is currently January. I watch Alexis Eldridge, and she has like 3 years worth of data for her YouTube growth, and I've never tracked YouTube growth. It never occurred to me, but I hit 1,000 in May of last year on my Defense Day. So that feels like a real starting point, even though I started my channel in maybe, I don't know, 2022 or something. So anyway, so I've just typed in my YouTube growth. I hate that I don't know what it was back then, but I'm starting it now, and that is what counts. I have 8,000 hours of watch time and 106,000 views on my channel lifetime. So I'll look at the lifetime number. So it's just an accumulation. So like maybe next month it'll be at 10,000 and 200,000 views, you know? And then I have it tagged for January 2025. Those are all of my review pages that I needed to check in on. Now it's time to update things for February. So let's go back to the yearly or monthly goals page. We can get into the counting calendar for February. So it's actually at the bottom of this, all of the videos I plan to film this month. So let's just go through them here. Right now I'm filming this video. I haven't made the thumbnail for it because I wanted it to be very today specific, and I have to finish today to get those photos. And then I'm starting my reading vlog. Even though I'm reading the same books as before, I'm still going to record a reading vlog. So that starts tomorrow, and that's just me picking up my camera to start the intro tomorrow, recording as I read, whether that's on my phone or my camera, and then recording an outro video. I am also recording this week the start of my 75 fine. I'm starting it on Tuesday this week. So, and it's primarily because Sunday and Monday are get my life together days, and so I don't want to start on that day. I want to start on a day I know I have full rest, etc., because it's 1:11 and this is not a day to start it. So, but yes, I want to like walk through, I want to update the thumbnail, but I just have, if I have a thumbnail idea, I make one, so I have it there, and then as it changes, it changes. So yes, 75 fine this week. I want to record my morning routine. I want to wake up on time enough to do my morning routine and record it. I want to share the recipes I'm currently trying and loving. I also want to share a full reset. This was a reset day, but I want to show you step by step everything on my reset checklist, because it is a checklist. And then I also want to do, as I mentioned in my monthly goals, to do some extra videos. And so the bottom row are kind of like the, if I can do these, that'd be great. They're not mandatory, but that'd be great videos. And so I had just some more sit down value. Sit down videos don't perform well on my channel, but I still would like to make some that could be helpful specifically to Black people interested in math PhDs, like very micro specific. So I want to start talking about little 5 to 10 minute videos about my career. So, because you may not get a full picture if you only started watching vlogs in the last 3 months. You might not get a full picture if you haven't seen any of my old videos and you only watched, you know, certain ones. Like, you might not have a full picture. So I would like there to be a video space similar to my Substack space, where it's just listing out like, what does she do? Oh, there's a video. Oh, how did she get into grad school? You know, instead of having to listen through a vlog, there will be a place for anyone who wants to know about my career. Like basically a career portfolio type playlist is what I want. So I want to start creating those. So like my grad school application process, how I became a PhD, my research interests, how I write essays, like very career portfolio-esque. But also like relatable, like not, it's not giving instructional, it's just giving portfolio how I'm doing it. So yeah. And then also we have the usual March reset vlog, and also I'm just going to be recording more casual vlogs this month. I'm still not in my social era yet. I'm in my building me phase. I'm going to be more social probably towards the summer. Like conferences start in May, June, and July. So I'm just building up until that time. Right now I'm still in my winter arc, if you will. So that's my content calendar for February, my vision board. And so yeah, that's everything I need to reset for this new month digitally. But I do also just want to show you one more page. I have created an updated PhD postdoc page. So if you remember 2024, do I still have it actually? Let me see. If I can go to my old one, that'd be a great point of reference. 2024, yes. So I had a PhD Tings page when I was doing my dissertation. And so in here, I was planning out my work. So the first chapter, what it includes, the second chapter, what it included, third chapter, as I like clicked it off, you know. I've made a similar thing to this. And so this is in 2 places now instead of just this one place. So it's in the 2025 goals. So if I actually open up, so how those are just kind of placed arbitrarily, they're placed in this system now and they're assigned to these tasks. So before where it was like paper filled in these sections, instead I have here, we have the paper and we have the similar tasks, but we also have dates to put them in so that they pop up on my calendar. I put recurring things. I've also added this postdoc page, and so it's similar to what I had before but more organized. So this is one place, but it's also in the postdoc hub. So this is my updated version of my PhD Tings. I have my days as a doctor, that's my newsletter header, and then I have my 2025 goals and my projects I'm working on as a postdoc. I've already listed them out, so I won't reread them, but I did create custom headers here, and I have added my postdoc to-do list. So for every project, I have those little mini sections that I showed you before. So for my sickle cell project, everything I would need to do. So I have everything here. So when it's time to like, what do I still need to do? Like I can't act like I haven't thought about that. And then I also have like my master to-do list from my monthly thing here. So it's just everything. If I'm at work and I need something to do, I can click something. So yes, I've also put the master to-do down in a calendar format so that I can see what's what. And so to start 75 fine, I'm gonna move this to Tuesday. And this also just gives me I like this because it lets me see what days have too much on them or realistic things on them. So we're gonna put this also on this day. So seeing how just changing these makes these more equivalent tasks. And also I've tagged my tasks so that I know that an approach I'm taking this year, and that's also another page I wanna show you, is I want to have focus days. So this is my postdoc hub, but another page I'm really proud of and that I've most recently updated is my weekly planner. So I really wanted to embody what you see when you see, or what I see. I really wanted to embody what I see when I open my bullet journal with washi tape and flowers and things. I wanted that to be evident in my Notion. So I've updated like what I was given and I've really customized it because I realized that I know what I'm doing. And so opening my weekly planner, and then immediately it has this week's tasks. And so this is everything that is listed as to do this week. You know? Yes, I love it. I think that is everything on my Notion. Now I can show you what I set up for February in my bullet journal. Let me stop screen recording. Now it's time to put all of this onto paper. I kind of said it earlier in the video, but I'm gonna say it again. I love Notion for the media and the archiving digitally and being able to flip through things, but being able to hold my memories in my hand is just a very precious thing with all of my journals. So I'm so happy I'm back into this. So we're gonna do a January flip through of those pages, and then I'm gonna show you my February setup. So let's go through it. I'm gonna go to the table. Okay, so let's flip through the bullet journal for January and February. We have the cover page, 2025 goals. All of these are still in progress. January is done. We've already checked in with our 2025 goals. Looking at January, I filled in my vitamins tracker. I did really well with those. About half with the water and journaling. And then I've also created a productivity tracker that I'm using. So I have on days where I do nothing that I wrote down, on the days where I just do my priority that I wrote down, and the days where I do everything I wrote down. And as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days where I did everything I wrote down. And I think those were the days where I wrote a reasonable amount. Every other day I had like 9 things on my to-do list, so I didn't get to everything. And so that's a major lesson for January, but I'm loving this. I moved passport because that's more of a money thing, and that's why it didn't happen in January, so that's still going to be like crossed off. So that's the quarter 1 so far. Things that I wanted to quit. I'm doing good on not procrastinating or living in the past. Late nights still kicking my ass right now. Self-doubt, been gone. Mindless scrolling, not mindless anymore, but still working on less scrolling. No more monogamy, babe. And no more negative self-talk for sure. Things I'm starting, I started time blocking last week. I'm trying it again this week. Trying to get there. I do this every morning, my posture correction routine. I've been trying to get back into this, also a time management thing. Incline walks we talked about. I actually talked to my brother for like over 30 minutes today on FaceTime, and that was wonderful. A lot better on talking to people, just calling, FaceTiming more often. And we know I'm good on the home cooked meals. So this is going well. We have the project progress. I have 2 notches on the modeling paper. Everything else is still a work in progress. We're only 5 videos into 2025, so can't do that yet. And I haven't finished any books off of my TBR, so still a work in progress. We have January. So this is the cover page. We have the calendar here. So read 2 books. Did I do that? I'm going to cross that off as a no. Did I record 8 videos? I think I recorded 5. So no. I got a 64, not an 88. And monovariant equations were not created. That has been moved to another month. So that's my January monthly calendar. I didn't really use this, so I downsized it for February because this took up 2 pages, but like I said, I didn't really come back to this. Though it's beautiful. Love my weekly version, so I can just see week by week. My only problem here is I wrote these all at once, and these changed every single week, so I love this page, but I realized that I'm not going to fill these in early just as the week comes up. Because pen is very permanent, you know? We have my habit analysis tracker for January. We kind of already went over this morning, so I won't read too much into it, but I want to point out the setup. I love being able to look at how my mood changes with my amount of sleep, and how the mood being low often has some kind of also low point of sleep, like the dips align. And so I think my mood is very sleep dependent. My activity, like my steps, don't seem very sleep dependent. On the days I still got low sleep, I met my goal, my step goal, and even on the days where I didn't meet my step goal, I might have gotten good sleep. So those don't seem to be related in January. And then I just love this version of the habit tracker. So love this. This was supposed to be a thought dump, but I ended up dumping my thoughts actually in my research journal. We have my December 2024 review, which we already went over in another video. I want to print out these pictures. I'm going to do that tonight. I just haven't done it yet. There's one more I want to add here. But yes, love this page. I recreated it for January. This is week 1 of January. Love this. My week 2 January spread. I really like this one. I love the corner up here. I love this section. Change is inevitable, but progression is a choice, because change could also be regression, okay? It could be stagnancy. Well, stagnancy isn't a change, but you know what I'm saying. I created some more yearly pages, but I haven't filled them in yet because time. But I want to fill in on Monday my 3-year plan. I've already written out what's going to go inside each of them. I also then want to take that and be more specific. So everything you saw in my Notion, I want to write out into this so that I have a visual version and not just a digital version. So it's all already set up in Notion. How you saw my ideal week, I want to take Notion and put it in here. I just haven't put it in pen. So that's what these pages are. Similarly for my life vision, I want my bullet journal and my Notion to be twins. So if I have it in Notion, I want it in my journal. So that's why I made these pages. And now that my Notion is updated, I will update this to match Notion. And this is going to be like either a collage or just a photo of myself, maybe. And then we have week 3 of January. Week 3. Week 4 was my first attempt at time blocking. It did not last long because this is actually starting on a Wednesday. So I didn't do it the first half of the week, and then it fell off on the weekend because that's like content creation tunnel vision. So, but I love this idea, and it got me very into the thought of time tracking again. So this last week of January, I used a kind of half and half. So a quick weekly view with a to-do list and daily pages where I track my time based on what I did. So on the left is where I plan out what I want to do before I go to sleep or in the morning. And then at the end of the day, I write in and color what I actually did. And it's so interesting how they're like close and not close. So I did that last week, and then the end of this week, again, content creation, tunnel vision. I gotta get better about using my journal on the weekend, or maybe I don't know. But yeah, that is all of January. So then we have the January review page. I haven't actually filled it in yet, but we talked about it this morning. So check out my Instagram for the final look, where I will have the photos and the same as December. So excited about that. Also, I have set up a 75 find tracker. As I said, I'm starting this on Tuesday, and so every single day I can check out these boxes. These spaces are for me to write in any feelings or memories or whatever I want for that day. If I want to, if I don't, it's no problem. It's also just kind of decorative. And then a place to measure myself on Tuesday, and then a place to measure myself on my last day. This was inspired by Pinterest, so very excited about this as my physical 75 find tracker. And then we have February. These pages were all somewhat inspired by Pinterest and modified for my personal life. So we have February. This is my first time using the stamp, so I didn't know they bled, and like because they took a lot of dry, I did not think about that, but that's okay. Love, love, love this cover page. This month, like I said, I downsized the monthly spread because it really just was not something I used often. I didn't need that much space, but I still like having a big view. So we have a very cute heart vibe with the nails, with the beads. We're going very pink this month. And so I have a smaller calendar, but a better dashboard. So in the last one I had a big calendar and a small dashboard. Switching it up so I can write out basically everything I just had in my Notion. But in here, I've set up a new habit tracker, and for this to also include my new color palette for my mood, a place to brain dump my tasks, the weekly setup from before, but like I said, not too filled in ahead of time. And then we have this week. I really did enjoy having like the events, the tasks, and then the daily schedule. So I've actually gone ahead and set them up for the next days. And I like that this is just like 4 pages. I love this. So it's already set up for me to just do every single day. And that is everything in my bullet journal so far. I am really, really loving it. And I can't wait to see how these February pages turn out. I feel like I've learned so much in January, and I just really want to continue to document my life through here. So fun, fun, fun. Okay friend, this is going to be the end of my February reset vlog. I've had a lot of fun today with the Grammys and the hair and the journaling and the productivity. It's felt really good. I am obviously still getting my life together, but I'm really proud of what I accomplished in January and that I am still steadfast in documenting the truth of my life, even if it doesn't look the best or makes me look the best. This is my reality. These are my goals and my desires. I'm going to speak them proudly and boldly so that I can keep myself accountable, so those that might help me can know what I'm working on and help me contribute to my cause, cheer me on. I can refer to these in the future and I can learn from myself, and it's just everything about everything that I'm doing with Notion, with my bullet journal, with my daily column, with just my life feels so fulfilling right now, and I'm very happy and I'm excited about this year. And I was feeling pretty down about the year because of, you know, the things, but we're really all responding with a great community response, you know, of us like checking in with each other, and I'm just feeling the love. So I'm optimistic. Happy New Year, happy Black History Month, and I will hopefully see you in my very next video. It should be my 2025 fitness routine, so let's continue to work on ourselves together. I hope I see you there. Bye, friend. My period came on this week and my back is killing me bad. Oh my God.